Hi viewers, welcome to SS Bhushan's channel. I am SS Bhushan. If you haven't subscribed so far to SS Bhushan's channel, please subscribe to SS Bhushan's channel. I would like to make as many videos as I could on these grammar chapters. So please subscribe my channel and also share these links to all of your WhatsApp contacts also. Now coming to our first chapter, that is parts of speech. What is meant by speech? First of all, we have to learn that before going into the details of parts of speech. So whatever we talk is called speech. Anything that we talk is called speech. Sometimes we may think that if we talk something or speak something on an elevated platform, then only it can be called as speech. On a particular dais, then only it can be called as speech. No, whatever we speak, whatever that comes from our mouth, that is called speech. So in this speech, we use some words. Each word has a particular name. For example, if I say Bhushan is a nice man. Bhushan, for the word Bhushan, there is a particular name called noun. Or if you go into the details again, it is a proper noun. Is, that is a verb. Again, if we go deep into the details, then it can be said as an auxiliary verb, an article or determiner. Next, nice man. Man is called a common noun and nice is called an adjective. So, in this manner, whatever we talk, that is called speech, and our speech is divided. Our speech is classified or categorized or divided into 8 kinds. That means each word has a particular name. Now, beginning with the noun. So, this is a tree diagram. This is a tree diagram. Now, coming to the parts of speech. Okay, the parts of our speech. First one is noun. So, what is meant by a noun? What is meant by a noun? Any naming word is called a noun. Bhushan is a name. Joe Biden is a name. Donald is a name. Donald Trump is a name. Narendra Modi is a name. Jagan is a name. Bhushan, book, chair, pen, pencil, camera, YouTube. All these are called names. So, what I would like to say is that it is a naming word. It is a naming word, simply naming. Of course, other English teachers say that it is the name of a person, place, animal, mountain, thing. Okay, all those things are names. Whatever we speak, for example, this is a board. There is a particular name for this frame, board, pen. There is a particular name for this kind of item. So that is called pen. So that is a noun. Any naming word which has a name is called noun. Next one is pronoun. What is meant by pronoun? Pronoun. On behalf of the noun, something done by another noun. Pronoun. So, all these are called pronouns. He, she, it, they, him, her, it. Next, them, his, hers, its, they, theirs, I, mine, me, we, our, ours, us, you, your, yours, etc. are called pronouns. When do we use these pronouns? On behalf of a noun or for a noun. Just now I have said Bhushan is a YouTuber. Bhushan is a noun. So for the first time when we begin a sentence, we have to use that noun. And afterwards we can say Bhushan is a YouTuber. He always emphasizes on English. He uploads at least a video per week. So he uploads, he emphasizes, he stresses on the need of English. That particular word which is used on behalf of Bhushan is called a pronoun. For females, we use she. In the same manner, for neuter gender, we use it. And for all these, in the plural, we use they. Okay. Next, in the same manner, objective case, we say that there are cases, accusative case, objective case, possessive case, etc. Afterwards we can learn all those things. Now coming to this introductory chapter, so these are called pronouns. I pronoun, my. So first person, again in this first person, second person, third person are there. We can learn that chapter in a separate heading as pronouns. Okay. Now coming to verb. What is meant by a verb? Now I forgot to tell you, dear viewers. So here for noun. So anything that is used for noun. Okay. Now coming to verb. What is meant by a verb? Any word that does something. In a nutshell, we can say an action word. Of course, but sometimes can we simply say that Ramu reads a book? Okay, reads is the verb. That is no doubt an action. Srinu sings a song. Adam plays cricket. Biden canvasses on behalf of his party, campaigns on behalf of his party. So this plays, sings, teaches, etc. words are called action words. But sometimes a verb denotes a state. That means a condition. For example, he is a teacher. In this sentence, he is a teacher. Can we find actually the verb form? No, we can't find read, play, jump, eat, sing, etc. words are not there. That means there is again a separate name for that kind of verbs. They are main verbs. But here there is also a verb form which is called is. This is tells the state. He, what is he? Means he is a teacher. It tells something. It states something. So here this is also a verb form. So a verb means an action word. A verb means which tells about a state, and in the same manner a verb means which indicates possession also. He has a pen. So in this word, has is called a verb form. Of course, again it can be classified as auxiliary verbs. We can learn those things also in a separate heading in my next chapter. Okay, this is only the first chapter. So he has a pen. So here what I would like to say is that he reads a book. This is a verb form. Is also a verb form. Here reads tells that it is an action word. Is tells that a state. Next has tells that possession. So any word that tells about action, state or possession is called a verb form. So we can simply say as action word, but please bear in mind the other things also. Now coming to adjective. Adjective is a word that describes something about a noun or a pronoun. So why do we use adjectives in a sentence? To modify this noun, to modify pronoun. So we use these adjectives. For example, just now I have said David is an honest man. In this sentence, David is a noun, is a verb, a is an article, man is also a common noun. Next, honest. So what does this honest indicate? It is a quality. Again, of course, there are various kinds of adjectives we shall deal in a separate chapter. So this good, bad, tall, big, beautiful, strong, brave, which we use in our day-to-day life. are called adjectives. She is a beautiful girl. He is a strong man. Ashok is a brave king. He is a tall boy. It is a big offer. He is a good man. Bad. It is a bad book. It is a bad movie. So all these are descriptive words. Describe something. They are descriptive words. Okay. Now coming to another important word, adverb. The very name itself tells that it adds something to the verb. Okay. So adverb. In this word adverb, we can easily understand. So in this word adverb, we can easily understand. The word tells us something more or describes more about a verb form. So it is called adverb. So if I write a sentence like this, for example, she is very beautiful. She writes quickly. She writes very quickly. Now just observe these three sentences. She writes quickly. In this sentence, writes is the verb form, and this quickly adds beauty to the word writes. Adds something or tells something about the word writes. How does she write? She writes quickly. So this quickly is called adverb. Now coming to the next one. She is beautiful. The word beautiful means adjective. So it is actually an adjective. So are we using any other word to describe this particular adjective beautiful? Yes, we are using. What is that word? Very. She is very beautiful. So this very adds beauty to this word beautiful, because this very is describing the word beautiful. So here this is called adverb. So what I would like to say is that adverb means, it doesn't mean which describes only the verb form. Here quickly describes more about the word writes. How does she write? She writes quickly. This is the verb form. Here quickly is the adverb. So an adverb is the word which adds something to the verb form writes. Which says something to the verb form writes. Next, coming to this one, beautiful. Beautiful is the adjective. Here this word very describes something or exaggerates something more about this beautiful adjective. So this is called adverb. Very is called adverb. Adding something to this. And in this sentence, she writes very quickly. Writes is the verb form. Quickly is the adverb. And what is this very? This very is called adverb. So can we have two adverbs in a sentence? Yes, we can have two adverbs in a sentence. It is not at all wrong. It's not a mistake. It's not a crime. So in this sentence, quickly, actually this sentence gives good meaning. She writes quickly. It gives good meaning. But we are saying she writes very quickly. In this sentence, this very adverb adds something more to another adverb quickly. So what is an adverb? An adverb is a word which tells or which describes a verb form, which describes an adjective, which describes another adverb also. Now let us go to the other one. Now let us go to the preposition. Preposition. What is meant by a preposition? A word, something that is placed before another noun or pronoun. For example, the book is on the table. In this sentence, the book is on the table. Table is one noun and book is another noun form. In this sentence, this word on shows the relationship between the table and the book. So we can say that a preposition is a word which shows the relationship with a noun or pronoun to something else in that sentence. It may be another noun or pronoun. So in a nutshell, simply we can say that what is meant by a preposition means we can say that it is a relation word. Just as we have been saying that a naming word for noun, action word, in the same manner, this preposition can be said as a relation word. Just to try to remove that preposition and read that sentence and observe whether it gives any meaning or not. No. The book is table. The table. Does it give any meaning? Does it make any sense? No. So there must be some word to show the relationship with this book, noun, to some other noun or pronoun. This is a noun. So that on does the work. It relates something. It relates to words, we can say. Now coming to this conjunction. What is meant by conjunction? We can say that it is a word which joins. It is a joining word. It is a joining word. What does it join? Two words or two sentences. It combines two words or sentences. For example, this is a book. It is a big book. This is a book, but it is a big book. So the word but joins two meaningful sentences. Give me a pen. Give me a pencil. Give me a pen or a pencil. Give me a pen and a pencil. So this or and joins two sentences or two words or two phrases. So it is called conjunction, that which connects. So it is a connective word. We can say that it is a connective word also. Next comes the word interjection. And one more thing I forgot to tell. We can learn these prepositions in another chapter, in my next chapter. Okay, please follow all these chapters also. I will make as many videos as possible. Now coming to this conjunction. Okay, conjunction is over. Next, interjection. What is meant by an interjection? It is also called exclamation. It is also called exclamatory mark or exclamation. Just simply we can say that it is a sudden expression. A sudden expression. Anything, of course we can also say that something that that is expressed in a sudden manner which gives joy, surprise, grief. All these words need not be used. Any expression that is used suddenly is called an interjection. Oh, for example, if we see a cricketer striking a six, then what do we say? Oh, what a beautiful six! What a marvelous six! In the same manner, for example, something you are about to catch while somebody is giving something, you are about to hold it in a proper manner, but you are unable to hold it and you just dropped it. Whoop! We say whoop. Whoop. Sometimes we see this in Amazon and Flipkart. Oops, the internet is not there. So what is this? This is a sudden expression. In the same manner, a beautiful lady comes just before you. Then what would you say? Oh, what a beauty. Won't we say like that? So what a beauty. So in the same manner, for example, somebody's grandfather is dead. Then will you go to his house and say, oh, what a beautiful death? Will you say like that? You won't say like that. You say, alas, alas, your grandfather is dead. Poor man, he's a nice man. Your grandfather is dead. So, what is meant by an interjection means? An interjection is a word which tells us something or which expresses something suddenly. So, any expression with this mark for this interjection, you have to bear in mind that this itself is an interjection. That exclamatory mark must be there in the sentences which you write. Okay, now we shall learn more about these nouns, Now we shall learn more about these nouns in a separate chapter, the various kinds of nouns. Next we shall learn these pronouns, first person, second person, third person, and also some relative pronoun, interrogative pronoun, etc. We shall learn about those things also in our next chapter. Next, verbs, main verb, auxiliary verbs. Again, these auxiliary verbs are subdivided. Let us learn those things also. Next, adjectives. There are various kinds of adjectives also. Next, coming to adverbs. Adverb of time, adverb of frequency, adverb of manner, etc. Next comes prepositions. Next comes conjunction. Next comes interjection. So we shall learn all these things in a detailed manner. Thank you for watching my video, and I request you to share these links to all of your WhatsApp contacts, and please don't forget to subscribe it first of all. Thank you.